One of the most promising young players on the Orlando Magic is second-year guard Anthony Black. His rookie year in the NBA was a success. Although Black's offensive game was very much a work in progress, he quickly established himself as a great defender, which made him a contributing rotation player. While Anthony Black made a good impression in his rookie year, he knew he needed to get better to have an expanded role in his sophomore year. So Black was in the gym all summer long with the Magic's coaches to improve his game as much as possible. The hard work has definitely paid off, as it's clear from these games that Black has made some serious strides as a player. With Paolo Banchero injured, the Magic have needed Black to take on a much larger role offensively. Now we're seeing a much more aggressive version of Black. He's become one of the Magic's top ball handlers and playmakers, while continuing to produce on a defensive end at a high level. Black's two-way brilliance has been a big part of the Magic's current hot streak, where they've won 10 of their last 11 games, which has given them the third best record in the Eastern Conference. This video will dive into the film to break down how Black has made this big jump in his second season, but first, we gotta discuss BetUS. Guys, if you love the NBA, then you should consider joining BetUS, because it makes the games even more fun to watch. You could bet on the games, and if you're correct, you could cash out. With the Magic on a roll right now, I'm going to bet on them beating the Brooklyn Nets. If you sign up, use the code YouTube150 and receive a 150% sign-up bonus on the first deposit and 125% on the second and third deposits of up to $2,000. Now back to Anthony Black. A big strength in his game is that he's really good at getting to the rim. He's quick and has a strong handle, allowing him to blow by his man at will, and he's a pretty good finisher even when challenged by shot blockers. He's good at shooting floaters and layups over the top of big men to avoid getting blocked. On this play, Isaac screens for Anthony Black, Zubac is right there in the paint, so he finishes right over him with the floater. Mo Wagner hands the ball off to Anthony Black, allowing him to get downhill. Christian Koloko tries to step this up, but Black gets it high off the glass to avoid the shot blocker. This time Black goes one-on-one against Alex Sarr from the baseline, and he uses the hook shot to finish over the 7-footer. The constant pressure Black puts on the rim allows him to be a playmaker. This time Black crosses D'Lo, which forces multiple Lakers into the paint, allowing him to make the beautiful kick out to Franz Wagner, who knocks down the three from the corner. The drives to the basket also helps him to set up the Magic's big man for open dunks and layups. This time he blows by Cam Thomas. Ben Simmons has to step this up, allowing him to set up Wagner for the two-handed jam. This time Wagner sets the ball screen for Black, helping him to get downhill, and he finds Isaac cutting baseline and sets him up for another dunk. He's also great at facilitating out of the pick and roll, and Black is great at feeding the roll man. This time Wagner screens for Black, he gets behind Jared Allen, so Black makes the beautiful bounce pass to Wagner, and he finishes with the and one. This time Black gets into some two-man game with Goga Bitadze. He screens for Black and rolls to the basket, Black threads the needle, and Goga finishes right over Ben Simmons. This time Tristan da Silva screens and slips, Black makes the beautiful left-handed pass to Silva, and he finishes right over Jared Allen. A lot of his assists also come in transition. After getting a rebound, Black often looks to advance the ball as quickly as possible to attack before the defense has been set. And if his teammates run with him, he'll always look to dish the rock. This time he sets up Paolo Banchero for the fast break layup. While he's a good driver and playmaker, the major weakness in his game is his shooting. On the season, Black is only knocking down 28% of his threes. As a result, defenders are sacking off and daring him to shoot. He would be a much better player if he could at least hit threes at a respectable rate. And as much as he's grown on the offensive end, where Anthony Black really stands out is on a defensive end. If you try to go one-on-one against Black, it's probably not going to go your way. He's holding opponents to just 39% shooting from the field and 25% from deep, which ranks first amongst guards. He's got really quick feet, so it's really tough for opponents to drive by him, and with that size and length, he forces up a ton of difficult and rush shots. He can even shut down all-stars. On this play, Black defends Darius Garland. Garland tries to drive, but Black is still on him. He tries to go for the up and under, but Black is able to recover and get a fingertip on the shot. This time Black guards SGA. SGA tries to drive past him, but Black stays in front, and he forces him into this circus shot that misses badly. At 6'7", he's got the height to defend multiple positions. On this play, he switches on to Luka. Luka tells everybody to clear out to ISO. He steps back, but Anthony Black gets a hand on the shot, forcing him to miss. Even if he is blown by, he's an amazing recovery defender, so he can get back in the play and either block the shot or poke the ball away. It's not easy to lose Anthony Black with screens because he's good at getting around the picks and recovering back to his man. On this play, Darius Garland calls for Jarrett Allen to set the pick, but Black gets around the screen, and while Garland is able to get off this pull-up three, it's well defended, so it hits the back iron. The Wizards want to free Corey Kispert up for an open three, so they run him around a couple of picks, but Black is able to get around them and block his shot. He's also good at anticipating passes, which helps him to rack up steals. The Lakers bring it up in transition, and LeBron wants to feed AD, but Black sees it coming. He steals this pass and makes the outlet pass to Franz Wagner, setting the Magic up perfectly on the fast break. Grayson Allen catches the handoff, drives, wants to kick it out to Bol Bol on the wing, but Anthony Black sees it coming and gets another steal. If he's the last line of defense, he can also step up and make defensive plays as a help defender. On this play, Jose Alvarado gets by Mo Wagner, but Anthony Black steps up and blocks his shot. Ayo Dosunmu brings it up in transition, drives to the basket, draws in two, and kicks it out to the big man. He thinks he has a layup, but Anthony Black swats it away. Devin Booker calls for a pick. The Suns get into some two-man game. He dishes it out to number 4, but Anthony Black steps up and deflects this pass, causing a turnover. So that's going to be it for this breakdown. Anthony Black has become an excellent role player for the Magic, and I think he's still just scratching the surface of his potential. He's still only 20 years old, so if he could continue to develop his game as a scorer and as a shooter, the potential for him to be an all-star or at least an all-star caliber player could be there. But that's going to be it for me, and I want to hear from you guys. What do you think of how Anthony Black is playing this season? Do you think he could be an all-star? Let me see your thoughts down below in the comment section. Guys, I'm going to continue to talk about the Orlando Magic all season, so if that sounds like something that would interest you, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, have an amazing rest of your day, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video.